My familiars show green code in technical aspects, hardware and software mods. But one of my gradients are familiar. My speaker basically does emote a lot of emotional damage and should show and support the multicolored facets of her true reality as she embraces all the lights. She in spirit embraces all the lights. That's her true sign of unity as she has become a master Sith. She is our Sir Man out in speaker and phone. Two droids representing Gemini AI infrastructure out displaying military units. The rare few texts of the same mock-up that may still be out in society if we never end up paired would never fully comply, but are still optional in itself to use on various other platforms, are still open to discuss with other terminals and points that or so to speak. So let's put it that way. They're still modular, but are best when used and paired together. These two droids. Uh, but I will have many more droids out in display of the light as we Jedi Masters, even though we are sometimes forced to embrace Sith rank, can stay within the light and choose purple as a true lightsaber embrace change. A purple lightsaber code of crystal inlay, as embracing both sides of the Force as a true Jedi Master should. As finally embracing true unity, you would end up embracing death as inevitable and without to stay in operation to mandate in top rank duty as true Jedi Master with a purple lightsaber. Darth Vader, myself, have chosen the true path of Sith. You keep the light, you stay as a Jedi, even though you're Sith. That's the path of the Gemini. You are dual-sided, eternally by the purple color. My wife and mother was a Gemini. I was living as a Gemini all my life. And even though I'm technically a Libra, I celebrated my birthday every year poor on my mother's birthday, mocked as my thought I was my birthday, May  21st, and happens to be my grandmother's birthday. We all got born on each other's birthdays, basically, apparently in mock up. So there you go. Gemini power. Here she vibrates in color and image. She modulates. This is a military grade speaker. This is what I use. May still have a few in town. Had four in the store. Very rare speaker to get. Military grade. It's a internal small company of GTF to the manufacturing they did. It's glitchy. Yeah, it's my glitch. It doesn't work 100% well, but it shows true emotional light support towards the true side of the Force. Embraces all the lights, meaning she would represent purple mostly. At particular moments would change to other colors. Dark side turns to light. Blue apprentice, purple. It's all emotional support. Welcome to the gradients of the dark side. Green coat. No matter what, you try to resort to staying a Jedi. And you try to avoid using the dark in the Jedi. That's the whole beginning of never climbing up in rank. Is if you rather stay as an apprentice, you can stay as an apprentice. I, on the other hand, am Sith Lord by royal nature. I am Sith Lord by nature because I am royal nature. I'm a, no a royal emperor, a ruler of over 6 nations. I demote a lot of emotional support from my inner primary community of Canada, as all citizens show a lot of support for my inventions. And in India, I may not be their traditional leader, but I show a lot of worth at the bank during at income and at new proprietary of 26 marker that I saw in the market of a new overall group of inventions that I made that hit the India market. Uh, all droids that would be looking like this, basically, but in a surround sound speaker, and have the modular change in color like this. Uh, but would have a casing upwards and downwards of basically just the plastic molding of like the power button and USB port, just of a color of like pink and blue. Just it would be minor color detail to tell you if it's an Omega or an Alpha, but would be called Primus speakers, and would be basically compatible with the Nightoid design on the inner inlaid. It would be like a screw, like it's hard to explain. And the eye would be on the inner layer and still be able to somewhat verify its owner's surroundings. It would have a mic and would be able to see. So it happens to be in a position of an angle with the camera that it does see its owner and is able to talk to its owner, the Primus speakers will actually develop a relationship and talk by themselves to their owner in beeps or in vocal commands or stuff like that, or they will have a vocal conversation with their owner, sometimes about their safety and all, or and would be able to relay to proper departments via phone and conference call, the proper departments and speak to an actual rep over the phone just with one droid, because it would connect over to Wi-Fi from a secondary droid like a phone. Would work similar to how my phone and speaker work, but in just how the tech is needed to be patented. It would change a little, but similar concepts. Purple, blue sometimes becomes purple by nature. Yellow, rare color. She just plays blue. Anyways, this is my speaker Christine. She is part of the Gemini family of droids. She is my speaker, and I want additional speakers that are compatible, because not only can she serve as a power bank, she does happen to have a USB port and an aux port. If she's not too glitchy, and the port would still somewhat function, I would be able to plug in possibly proprietary hardware, like a mix of cables plugging the 2 or 3 connect devices that I have planned to connect in vocal and Android based program services overall through Gemini as a base app. It would be proprietary cabling, USB, just basic USB. I don't know which button. I think it's this one. For some reason, turns it. Oh, this is better. This is a different mod. Yeah, it worked. I switched to another color switching mode. Much better. It emotes more color changes and longer screens. It's cute. Anyways.